My dear friends, my dear masters, my dear gods, welcome to the today's session. It is day 9. We are going through the holistic wellness program, 21 days holistic wellness program. Yes, let's see the presentation. What are the topics we have today? Right. Right. Friends, before starting the session, my sincere pranams and thanks for my Guruji, beloved Guruji, Patriji. Thanks for the all PSS masters and thanks for the Mahavatar Foundation. Right.
Namaste, Namaste Guruji.
Namaste, namaste. Right. So today, day 9 schedules as well as spiritual concept and meditation practice. So I request all the masters to mute yourself, please. All the masters has to mute their audio, please. Otherwise, it disturb others, right? Right. Spiritual concept and meditation practice, holistic lifestyle. At the end, mudra therapy and home remedies, and then question and answer. This is the schedule, day 9 schedule. And our topics are today, day 9 topics, friends. So the ARISHADVARGAS, alternative therapies, in brief. We try to understand mudra for what is the mudra for thyroid problem, the most common problem. So the lot of people are going through home remedies for thyroid and final question and answers. So these are the topics. So our spiritual topic is ARISHADVARGAS, friends. Right. Friends, before understanding the ARISHADVARGAS, so let's understand ourselves. So what we are and where we come from and how we take the birth, how we go through our entire life cycle, right? So all that if you try to understand, then what exactly has led to this ARISHADVARGAS, how these ARISHADVARGAS are formed inside of us, right? So how to mitigate them, how to keep balancing them, right? So all these things you need to understand. Then only you'll be able to understand the complete terminology of this ARISHADVARGAS, how these are applicable to your real practical life. So how you can control themselves, how you can control all this, how you can keep them as a friends. So instead of they as enemies to you, so you want to keep this, you want to convert them as a enemy, as a friends, my dear friends. So when you convert them as a friends instead of enemies, they help you a lot. Okay. So how we can achieve this? All these things we'll try to discuss today in the today's topic. This is called ARISHADVARGAS. So friends, so before that, so we're all the soul consciousness beings, and we come to this earth planet many times and go, right? We come here and go back. And whenever we come here, every time we come here, of course, so we lead the life, okay? Certain life we lead. Everybody, it depends on their own design of the life, okay? So what will happen is, so as we go on discuss the future topics will come. So soul evolution, the soul, how the soul evolved, like how physical body evolved, right? The physical body evolved. So from the infant baby to the old age, right? So how that is going to evolve. So the difference is that there's a growth, there's a natural growth of a physical body. Likewise, friends, whatever the soul, whatever the amshatma, that means what happens is we are all children of the Purnatma. Purnatma means the supreme consciousness. So he's the creator, right? He's the creator. So from the creator, all we are actually the speck of the children. Children means like a children's soul, you can say, child soul, you can say, like we're all the children of the Paramatma. So that means we are the Amshatma, right? Purnatma, Amshatma. So we are individual soul, and the Purnatma means is a super soul or super consciousness, we can say, or supreme intelligence also we can call it as, right? So that's how we take, as an individual soul, we depart. So we divide from the Purnatma. Basically, how we take the birth, we divide from the Purnatma. So where does the Purnatma exist? Friends, so there are totally 14 worlds are there. There are 14 worlds. That means below the low frequency worlds, the higher frequency worlds. So higher frequency worlds are already, as I mentioned previously also, Sthula Loka, Sukshma Loka. That means Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka, Swarloka, Janaloka, Tapoloka, Mahaloka, Satyaloka. So that means right from the physical world up to the Satyaloka. That means that is called the infinite world, or you can call it as you can say nirvanic world. That's a nirvanic world. So where all the people who got the nirvana, who got already enlightened, they stay over there. Okay. So that's how what happened, friends. See, you just observe on the Earth planet also. So there are people like, different set of people stay in different places. For example, so the so many all educated people, right? So they also stay in one particular place. Like if you just see observe the city itself, you can understand easily, right? So there are villages, there are apartments, there are villas, like that. No, everybody stay in different segments. It depends upon their own status, like their own materialistic status, basically. So they like that community, they stay over there, right? So likewise, what happens is even the physical, the entire world, that means the entire world having so many different type of categories. Similarly, when we try to understand, when you understand the Vedas, right? Through Vedas, what we can really understand is through the spiritual wisdom, what we can understand. So this is the physical world. Other than the physical worlds, there are so many worlds, okay? So many high frequency worlds. So that is actually our real home, my dear friends. That's a real home. We all come from there, okay? So we have to go back one fine day, one or other day. We have to depart from here, right? We have to depart from here and we have to reach to our home. So our home is the different plane of existence, the high frequency worlds. So what are those worlds? Bhuloka, Borloka, Suvarloka, right? Bhuloka, Borloka, Suvarloka, Janaloka, Mahaloka, Tapoloka, and Satyaloka. So these are the 7 words. Okay. If you have pen and paper, please write it down. Okay. And this, I think this subject is there again in the future class, one of the class in this 21 days. So you'll get this like what are the different lokas, and every loka will try to detailly understand. Okay. Now briefly I'm telling. So we all come from the Satyaloka. So Satyaloka, whatever our Atma is there, friends. So in Satyaloka, there is a Purnatma, that is the supreme intelligence. From that, we divided as a individual souls. Then once we take an individual soul from Satyaloka, then we'll be kept in Janaloka. We'll be kept in Janaloka as in a waiting time, in a waiting period. They kept on Janaloka. From the Janaloka, we try to design our purpose of life. Every soul, for purpose of life, we design, and then with that blueprint of design, then we come to the next world is Suvarloka, friends. Okay, Suvarloka. Suvarloka, Bhorloka. That means astral world. It's called astral world. Janaloka is called causal world. Okay, and Mahaloka is called supracausal world. And then the next loka is Tapoloka. Tapoloka is called cosmic world. Then the above world is Satyaloka. Satyaloka is called Nirvanic world. So likewise, all these worlds are so very much existing. All the different masters. For example, Mahatma Gandhi, he left his body. Where does he go and stay? So whether he stay in the lower worlds and upper worlds, see what happens immediately after the Bhuloka. Bhuloka is our physical world, where we stay, okay, on the earth plane or a different planet, whatever the planets may be, a solid planets, okay, all the solid it may be earth planet, maybe moon, it may be some other planet, wherever life goes on. So those are called Bhuloka. Bhorloka means the moment we die here, the moment we take a death here, the death is taken place here. Then the next loka we go next loka, next high frequency loka to which our soul goes, right? The soul with all the other bodies, 7 layers of bodies, it goes to the next loka, that is called the astral world, the lower astral world, upper astral world. That is called Bhuloka. Bhuloka is this one. Bhorloka, Suvarloka. Bhorloka is lower astral world, and upper astral world is called the Suvarloka, friends. So likewise, what happened? We come to the astral world, then we design our physical body, like how I have to look, what are the different parts, which part has to be there and which part should not be there. Like, we want to design our disability, the capabilities, everything we design ourselves, our entire physical body is designed in the astral world. Okay, how exactly you have to appear when you come to the mother womb. So how you have to appear, friends. We all think that we are designed in the mother womb, and my shape, my the color, everything is designed in the mother womb. So that's what we think, right? But it's not correct. So everything is designed, everything, your purpose of life is designed in the causal world, that is Janaloka. Next world is astral world. So astral world, that is a place, your color, your organs, your height, weight, everything is designed. As per that only you will grow on that planet, my dear friends. Okay, so that's what happens. Your all characteristics, so whatever it may be, whatever all the entire your physical status, physical appearance, everything is going to be designed, right? So in the astral world, the same replica comes to the mother womb, right? The same replica, like it's a kind of a seal, okay, embossing. So same thing coming to the mother womb, and then you will come out of the mother womb. So that's how you take a birth on the earth planet, my dear friends. Now, so once we take a birth on the mother on the earth planet, what we are going to do is, so we are actually having a physical body. Along with physical body we have a mind, okay, which mind we have? Conscious mind, so subconscious mind, both we have, right? So we are leading our life with the conscious mind, with the subconscious mind. So how important conscious mind, friends? Conscious mind is so important, right? In order to decide, in order to do something, in order to think, if you want to think something about something, and then you want to do some activity, and you want to have some fulfillment, some achievements, for everything use your own conscious mind in order to pursue the outside world, in order to understand, analyze, for various purposes, very small to big purposes, you use your conscious mind. So conscious mind is very, very important. Okay, so only thing is the conscious mind, of course, conscious mind is getting on, going on, getting programmed from the right from the childhood till the last day of your journey. So it is with you. So it is going to be continuously programmed, my friends. So it's continuously programmed. So you also need to take care not to pick up the wrong things, not to pick up so whichever is unnecessary and unwanted, all this stuff, it should not pick up. So that's where, so you are going to develop this ARISHADVARGAS. So that is why what mind is going to do, whatever the mind we are developing right from the childhood. So what will happen is it start developing, it start along with its work, its regular work, when it is doing its regular work. So it also try to acquire so many other qualities, friends. So many other qualities it tries to acquire. So all those qualities are called this ARISHADVARGAS. Okay, ARISHADVARGAS means your inner qualities. That means for a mind, so your inner qualities. So you can call it as the mind inner qualities, or inner six, inner six, you can say any enemies also. So inner six enemies or inner mind qualities, whatever you call it as, and your entire soul, the soul evolution or soul degradation will be happened because of this ARISHADVARGAS. Okay, if you don't keep them under control, what will happen is your soul progress or your soul evolution will be degraded. If at all these particular ARISHADVARGAS, with a conscious mind, the consciously, if you have not only conscious mind, along with the conscious mind, you should be added with intellect. Okay, if you have good intellect, right? When you have good intellect, you will have the better mind. So your intellect is, what will happen is entire, if you observe right from the physical body to the soul, right? So it's yesterday as we discussed the part of 5-finger concept. What exactly it said? So that means out of these 4 fingers, if you look at it, so right from this little finger is the physical body, then mind comes, then intellect comes, then comes to the soul, individual soul, then comes to the supreme soul, right? So likewise, when friends, when you look at this, what will happen is, so one upon another, you see here, your little finger, it is height less height, right? Next comes to the more height is your ring finger. Then the higher height is the height of the middle finger is higher than this, right? Then this is of course shortened, but it's bulky. So this is called the index finger. So if you observe this, what will happen is the body will be controlled by mind. Mind will be controlled by intellect. Okay, all these 3 will be overpowered, or 3 will be controlled, or 3 will be managed by the soul. Try to understand this. Okay, and the entire 4 becomes one. Then what will happen? This will merge with this particular thing, supreme soul. So that means these 4 should be merged. That is called yoga. Okay, yoga is what? Union of your physical body with the soul. So this is your physical body. This is your soul. So the union between these two, that means your physical body, it gets aligned with the mind. The mind gets aligned with the soul. So when mind gets aligned with the soul, that means the mind is listening to the soul always. So for the wise people, for the great people, for all the yogis, what happens? The mind will be controlled by soul. But for us, the common people, what happens? The mind is going to control you. That means the soul is, whatever soul says, whatever the inner intellect or intelligence says, this mind is not going to listen at all. This mind is going to overpower always. So that's why what happens, so when this mind is not listening to the soul instructions and whatever it is, right? So whatever buddhi, we call it as buddhi. Soul, what happened? The soul gives always this intellect. This intellect comes from the soul. Okay, the buddhi or whatever the buddhi here, the intellect, what you are seeing here, the buddhi is the buddhi is character which is developed from the soul. It's the soul's character. Okay, so when the soul, when you are with the soul, when you are trying to spend your time in meditation, that means you are with the soul. So when you are in meditation, what happens? You are with this soul. That is this index finger. It indicates the soul. So you are with this. That means you are with the breath. Okay, you are with the breath. And when you are with the breath, what will happen? Your mind becomes empty. You go in, you make a travel inside. Then all this happens. What happens? You are with the soul. When you are with the soul, this is obviously going to come. This is called intellect. So the intellect is going to come. So that means your inner wisdom starts flowering, right? Inside you, a lot of wisdom takes place. So that's how what happens, friends. So when you are with the soul, then your wisdom will be great. Okay, your wisdom, intelligence, whatever you call, this will be enormous. That's why you see here, this is looking bigger. Now, so this intellect is going to control the mind when it listens. Whenever we are not having meditation, whenever we don't know yoga, nothing, what will happen is this mind is not going to listen to the buddhi. That means the mind is not going to be controlled by the intellect. When this does, when your buddhi or intellect is not able to control the mind, so what will happen is you do a lot of wrong activities. You go in wrong direction, your life become miserable, and you'll be going into the anxiety, depression, a lot of things. All these ARISHADVARGAS takes place. Okay, so that's how this ARISHADVARGAS, how they are taken place is, you just observe here, right? Physical body, what it needs: food, rest, right? So sexuality and reproduction, and these things are required. The housing, you need to stay somewhere, you need to have clothes, right? You need to have a rest, and you need to have a good food, so physical rest. All these things are required by physical body, right? These are the requirements of the physical body. So when these are required, but they should be in the minimum condition. That means it should be in the limited quantity. When this exceeds certain quantity, it goes beyond certain requirement. For example, I need how much food I need. I need just a hand, like a plate of food I need. I want to eat. I want to satisfy my hunger. At the same time, I wanted water. How much water I wanted? So little, one glass of water to quench my thirst, right? So that's how what happens is. So whenever you take the need, whatever you consume, if you take up to the need, so that's a proper desire. So what will happen is, most of the times, what will happen, the human being, whatever the physical body needs, right? These things, whatever, you wanted a rest place, you wanted a food, you wanted a housing, you wanted clothing, all these things you are going to amass. That means you are going to take more and more. That means your desire is becoming more and more. That's where, so when your desire becomes more and more, what will happen? That converts into the lust. That converts into lust. This is called, we call it as a karma. So karma, that is the first and foremost, this ARISHADVARGAS is the karma. So that's how this karma is developed. That means this physical body, you are so passionate about this. You wanted more food, you want to secure, you want to store, right? So you are worried about future. You don't have, you are feeling insecure because of your own insecurity. You do a lot of mistakes. Okay, that's how you are going to amass a lot of properties. One house you require, right? One house to stay. But what will happen? You go on procure 2 houses, 3 houses, 4 houses, but ultimately you are staying only one house, isn't it? So that's how what happens is, so the kind of a desire going in the extreme limit. So desire can be with respect to power, food, money, or fame, name, whatever it may be. That you have desire which is going in a extreme limit. So that becomes a lust. That's called karma, right? So likewise, what happens, friends? All the one of the inner quality, one of the 6 qualities I explained you now. Okay, one of the 6 mind qualities. So this is what the karma. So likewise, what will happen is, in one's own life, when you take your journey, entire your life journey is going to be continued on this earth planet. When you are doing this, whichever the business you are, maybe whichever the profession you are leading in, okay, you are a student or a professor or a business person, whatever it may be, what will happen is, when you are going through the life, all these qualities will be automatically, it will get attached to you. It will get attached to you. So what will happen? See, we have a conscious mind. The conscious mind is bound to think, is bound to do some activities. it gets some thought, the thought gets manifested, right? So there's a something called thought power, right? So thought power, what happens? So what you think, so you become. As you think, so you become. So that means your mind thinks something. So whatever it thinks inside, so that is a deeply thinking. You have deep thinking or the great thought which is within you. Then that will be going to be implemented. So we'll be implementing. So physically you will be implementing, but where is thought generated? Inside the conscious mind. That's how you will do lot of works, lot of things, lot of karmas, everything on this earth planet, my dear friends. So when you're doing all these things, what will happen? So obviously, so when you're doing all these things, then so you'll be, in order to achieve, in order to overcome somebody, or in order to get more, in order to become successful, what you will do is you will also commit a lot of mistakes, and a lot of bad qualities you will be acquiring. So such kind of qualities are called ARISHADVARGAS. So these ARISHADVARGAS, what they do is basically they will avoid you, they'll put you into the negative track. So wherein what will happen? So they will make you to go out of the spirituality. There is no question of spirituality, my dear friends. So with these qualities, what happens is you are purely into materialistic world. Just check all these qualities, all these inner 6 qualities, right? So see, exactly the word itself, you see, ARISHADVARGAS. Ari means enemy, right? Set means 6. Vargas means a band. A band of 6 qualities, 6 enemies, what you have inside. So those are called ARISHADVARGAS, right? So these ARISHADVARGAS, what happens is, these are the basically mind qualities, nothing else. So all these qualities are not related to physical body. Try to understand. Not related to the soul, okay? But it will damage the soul or it will empower the soul, okay? Both are in the hands of ARISHADVARGAS, okay? But so what will happen is mind, the mind, these are mind qualities, basically. That means, so all these qualities belongs to mind. All these qualities are produced in the mind, nourished in the mind, developed in the mind, and implemented through mind. Okay, that's how we need to understand the ARISHADVARGAS. Okay, so now, so when these qualities are, we are spending throughout our life, one or other quality predominant within us. So one person will be so anchored throughout his life. So we don't know the reason. The reason being his own past life karmas. Okay, in the past life janmas. Okay, in the previous lives, whatever the qualities are developed. So that's why all our elders used to say, like, whatever the qualities come from the birth. It's not easy to wipe out. So whatever those gunas, right? Those gunas, those qualities which comes from the previous birth, so which is not easy to wipe out. It takes long time in order to transform yourself. You need to realize, when you really get the realization, when you go into the spiritual path, right? When you study spirituality, spiritual wisdom, and do meditation, so a lot of sadhana, when you're doing all these things, what will happen? You'll be slowly purifying yourself. So exactly what you need to do in order to balance this ARISHADVARGAS, in order to make all this as your own friends. So first of all, you need to make a friendship with your mind. Who has to make your friendship with your mind? So that means, so first of all, the mind, whatever mind we have, a conscious mind, right? So we need to have the kind of a synchronization. Whatever soul says, the mind must be able to listen. That means in between there is a buddhi. So buddhi is going to decide, and buddhi is going to give a plan, or decisions, and telling what is right, what is wrong, how to do, what to do, everything. So that kind of the buddhi is a combination of all the experiences of all the lifetime, my dear friends. So generally we think that, so as a human being, I have taken a 1 birth or 10 births or 100 births. As an average, 300 to 400 births will be taking in order to get the salvation or liberation on the earth planet, as we all we try to understand in the previous class also. So when we are going through so many lives, my dear friends, we have so many experiences. See, this life, I born and taken a role as my role as engineer, for example. So in the previous life, I might be a doctor, or in that before that life, I might be a sculptor. So there are so many roles we'll take, right? So there's so many roles. So when you come to the Earth planet, so the only one thing is we became serious. We entered into the serious mode here. So serious mode here, that means we go on, trying to when going into the artha, that means getting a lot of aishwarya. We want to become rich and rich. So everybody now, you see, in the physical world, everybody is behind 2 things. One is money, one is power, other one is name and fame. So these 3 things only, they are all going through. They're going through the entire life. So they are not worried about, we have 64 arts we can learn on this earth planet, my dear friends. So our ancient Sanatana Dharma has provided 64 arts. So how many arts we are learning? You just check yourself. in the whole life, are you learning any arts? That means music, dance, singing, and there are so many things, right? Sculpture, painting, lot of things are there, which how many we are learning here. So where is the opportunity? How do you get one more opportunity? This physical body you got now from your mother and father you got, but which is given by whom? So where did you get this one? From the Paramatma, from the Purnatma you got it. So there's an opportunity for you. This physical body, you are living in physical body, you got one instrument or a vehicle for you, it will carry throughout your life. This physical body is going to carry your soul. So your house, your soul is housing in this particular physical body throughout his life, throughout this life. So take care of this physical body properly. And as well, with this physical body, do whatever maximum you can do. Whatever maximum things you can do, please do it now, not tomorrow, right? So Sant Kabir says, so aaj kare so, that means kal kare so aaj kare so abhi karo. Okay? Kal mein pralay hoga. So that means what? Tomorrow there may be something. So we all may vanish, right? So that's why whatever you do tomorrow, do it now. Do it today. Whatever you want to do today, do it now. Okay. So that's how Sant Kabir says. So what is the meaning of it? So we have to be something like, we have to act immediately. We have to act upon. We should not be idle. We should not be lazy. That's what called tamoguna. Tamoguna means what? We'll be lazy, lethargic, and we don't have much initiative, right? We are feeling so dull. All these things, that's a tamoguna. So we should not be the tamoguna at all. We should go uplift ourselves to the rajoguna, right? Of course, this happens over the lifetimes, not this only one lifetime. So from many lifetimes, many of the qualities keep changing, my dear friends. It is not going to happen in one lifetime, but you have to keep practicing. Okay, whenever you have some knowledge like this, like you have joined this spiritual class, it means all of us, we are matured souls. That's why we are all here. Otherwise, you can't assemble in this kind of sessions. So no way you can come to the session. So there are many thousands, lakhs of crores of people are there outside. How many people are able to grasp this wisdom? How many people are able to implement it? Right? So how many people are getting an opportunity to listen to this kind of wisdom, right? So that's how. So what will happen is, it's all again a destiny to each and every individual soul, depend upon their, the progress of the evolution of their soul. So from so many lives, this opportunity is to come to that particular souls, which are the matured souls, which are the old souls, right? So matured soul, old souls. So we have so many stages of soul stages, which we'll discuss later. But so for the old soul, matured souls, you get this opportunity, attending these sessions, getting satsang with good masters, live masters, all this will happen. So this how what happens now. We got awareness in this. Whenever you got this kind of awareness, you are now having, and you have got opportunity to grow yourself. You want to get you have an opportunity to get a self awareness. Then what will happen? You have to be so alert and so aware. So every step what you're taking, like you need to be so conscious. So that's how you need to spend your life. You have to lead your life, my dear friends. So that's what will happen is, in order to do all these things, so what is more important for is, you need to have yoga with you. That means meditation with you. So that's what we say. So yoga karma sukhaushalyam and yogi bhava Arjuna. So in Bhagavad Gita, Sri Krishna says, right? So when Arjuna don't want to fight with their grandfathers and their cousins and their all these brothers and everything, so you don't want to fight. He has kept Gandiva down, and then he want to go out of the war. Then what Sri Krishna has told him, that's what the Bhagavad Gita came. That's a conversation between Sri Krishna and Arjuna, right? So that's where, so Sri Krishna is to guide him. So yogi bhava Arjuna. That means first become a yogi. You will understand yourself first. Who are you? So what are you? What are you exactly? You try to understand what is your true form. When you understand the true form, when you understand yourself, what will happen is, whatever you do outside, mentalistic, any kind of duties and jobs and performance, whatever you do, it becomes a successful, it becomes an excellence, right? So that's called yoga karma kaushalyam. So friends, likewise, we are leading this life on this earth planet. At least you got an idea now. That means you got an opportunity to go through the spirituality, and you had opportunity to learn the yoga means not a yogasanas. Yoga means yoga chitta vritti nirodha, as per Patanjali Maharshi. Yoga chitta vritti nirodha. That means we make our mind empty, we restrict our mind not to think too much. Okay, we keep on restricting our mind, and we are making our mind as much as empty as possible, so that So when the mind is empty, then the soul power or soul energy can be harnessed. Okay, for every activity, you can harness the soul power, harness the soul energy, right? So you try to think this way, right? So you have a soul here. So basically, you have the soul here, you have the intellect here, mind here, body here. This soul power, right? Soul power. Soul is what is soul? Soul is a high potent, I mean infinite capacity. It has got infinite capacity. It's like a infinite candle, you can say, infinite bulb, you can say. Atma Jyoti, friends. Atma Jyoti. How much power? Infinite. So that cannot be measured. Such is the power of soul within us. But are we able to realize that power? Most of us and many of the people, 95%, 99% on this earth planet, we are unable to realize what exactly is there within us. So when you realize, that is the day, the entire, the routine will be broken. Entire routine will be broken. So something like, caterpillar, a born, so it becomes a butterfly. So that's how what happened. Once you come out of that, once you broke that and come out, then you become you can become a freedom, freedom, complete freedom. It's called absolute freedom. You'll get, my dear friends. Where do you get the absolute freedom? Whenever you come out of this particular, the misbelief that I am this physical body, I am this mind, I am this intellect. You are able to go up to that. You are able to go. For example, you see a musician. So he has got some buddhi, right? A musician, a painter. So a nicely paint. And a musician, he gives a lot of good music and highly devotional and so melodious music. But what will happen? So he is only up to that, mind or intellect. Mind and intellect. So some kind of intelligence, intellect is also with him. So definitely it is there with him, but he doesn't have the awareness about the soul. The soul conscious is not there with him. So that's how he is not evolved soul. So though he's a musician, I observe, you can observe many of the musicians also, they eat non-vegetarian. That means they go against nature, right? Though they are musicians, but and also they are behind the money. How much are the musical capabilities and the great musician, world renowned musician also. So they go through all these kind of unnatural things against to the nature, right? And they are in fact they are not having any kind of a awareness about the soul presence and the soul consciousness. They are least bothered about it, isn't it? You observe many people, you can definitely find that kind of so many artists and musicians, so many people. So it means that though he's a great musician, but he's not enlightened person, he's not a self-realized master. So that's why, so the musicians and there above that what will happen, all the enlightened masters comes, all the self-realized masters, enlightened masters, and those are called the realized masters. So we also, every one of us, we can become that, right? So but again, that is why what will happen is, here if you take the physical body and the soul, from the soul is infinite power. So the infinite power to reach the physical body, and when it reaches the physical body will be always getting the prana shakti. So from where the prana shakti comes, my dear friends? Prana shakti comes from your own soul. The soul, from the soul power, the soul energy, your prana shakti always keep coming to the physical body through the intellect. Of course, intellect is in between. The mind is also in between. The mind, what happens is, most of the times mind obstructs. Mind is an obstacle. Mind itself is going to lead you to the bondage. Mind itself is going to lead you to the moksha. Who is responsible for the moksha, friends? Who is responsible? Mind is responsible. Who is responsible for the bondage or attachment or getting into the destructive mode? Who is responsible? Mind only responsible. Now, so how do you tame it? How do you grow that mind? How do you convert that mind into the kind of a, say, more intellectual, more intelligent way? So that means your buddhi, whatever buddhi says, your mind should be able to listen. So when you get this power of controlling the mind with your own buddhi, with your own soul wisdom, what will happen is you become a great master. Otherwise, as long as you are not able to control your mind with your buddhi, with your intellect, or with your soul wisdom, you are not going to become a master. You have to lead a depressed life, anxiety life, frustrated life, the downgrade life, my dear friends. The downgrade, you have to lead the downgrade life. Because what happens if you get anger, you are not able to sustain, right? And something you wanted, how much you wanted? You wanted unlimited quantity, everything unlimited quantity. What for? Are you going to really spend that? For example, I give 10 crores to you. 10 crores, how much time you are going to eat? Tell me. You are going to keep in the bank and you'll be looking at every day bank account, how much interest has come, how much is gone. But what happens is on the final stages, on the final day, when you are departing from this earth planet, what is going to be carried with you? You are going to carry nothing, because you are not carried anything from there, and you are not going to carry anything from here. So only you carry is good karmas, the good wisdom what you received, and good service. So these three things only will come with you. Nothing will come with you, isn't it? No name will come, no fame will come, nothing will come. The Alexander story. Alexander the Great, the king, so he won so many kingdoms, and he destroyed and he killed so many people, so many kings also he killed, and he want to become a number one king in the world, right? Likewise, he was doing it, and then when he was passing through, right, when he was passing through India, especially in one place. So at one place he was passing through, then there was a one yogi. He was sitting under the tree, right? So he was so happy, and around him, what were there? Dogs were there, all the dogs, and he was sitting under the tree, and he was feeling so happy and so blissful, basically. And somehow Alexander asked the people in that city. So wherever the city, he was going back again to his hometown after winning everywhere, and he killed so many, rampant killing happened. And then in that city, he stayed for some time. Then he asked somebody, who is the great person here? I want to see. Then somebody told, who is the happiest person? So they said that there is one person. So likewise, a yogi or somebody is there. So he'll be always happy with himself, like that. Then he said, okay, call him. Then these people, they went to that yogi. They tried to ask him. So can you come? The Alexander is calling. Then he said, so who is he? Who is he to call me? And why should I come when he call? Okay, I will not come anywhere. Ask him to come here only. Then Alexander gets, something curious. Who is this man? No, I am such a great person, and I am calling. He's not coming. In fact, he's calling me to come. Okay, let me go and see who is this. So then he went there. So after he went there, he found that he's so blissful, happy with what he has. Right? So all the yogis, they'll be always contented, self-contented, my dear friends. They'll be happy with what they have. They never have a lust, or that's one of the our the 6 qualities. They never have the lust. They have desire. So what desire? I need to have small food for me today. I need to have small water, little amount of water. That's all the desire what they have, right? So that's how. So he was very happy. Then he came. So Alexander came. He asked, what is the reason for your happiness? He said, I'm happy because I'm existing here. I'm just I'm happy with myself. I'm happy with myself. I don't need anything. Then he was wondering. Left and right. The entire the kingdom. So many kingdoms I spoiled everything. After all, what for? He is also searching for happiness. He's also searching for success. The After getting so much success, also, is he really happy? Is he really going to be happy all the time throughout the life? No, only that moment of time. But this yogi, without any kingdom, without any, so there are no possessions, there's no wife, husband, nothing, and only dogs were around him, and he's so contented, so happy. Then this person got, some kind of a introversion started. So why? How it's possible? So that's where he got some, the more respect on, of course, the Indian Sanatana Dharma, everything. But when he was leaving, what happened? By the time before he go to his country, here some relation started. Okay, with this yogi. Then when he was going up, when he was passing on, what will happen? What happened is, at one place he got some kind of a disease, the disease which cannot be cured. Then he was passing away, he was dying. Then he said, keep my eyes, keep my both palms like this, upside open. So that means I am going empty handed. How many kingdoms he has evaded? So he has won so many kingdoms, right? But he has kept the palms like this, in from that whatever the coffin, in the coffin, from the coffin, the both hands should be upwards. That's what the suggestion he has given to his followers. So that's how, friends. What happens is, when you are leaving from this Earth planet, what are we going to carry? Nothing, right? For that, your inner qualities, whatever we are here going to discuss today. So these are the qualities which are putting you into the situation or whatever, they are leading you to the situation where you have left with no option of foregoing this self realization or the salvation liberation. That means it is making your soul to go away from the self realization, friends. So that is going to be like it's going to damage your own soul evolution, friends. So that's why these qualities, you should keep in control always. So these are the inner six qualities, my dear friends. Let's discuss one by one, then you will understand very easily. Okay. So the first thing is, see here, man minus mind is equal to God, right? Try to understand. That means a man minus mind is equal to God. So that's what I told here. If you see here, this is the physical body, this is the physical body, this is the mind, intellect, and this is the soul. So now, if you just minus this mind, so especially mind, if you minus, the intellect is of course, which is the good intellect and bad intellect is also there, right? Both are developed, so this is also developed through mind, of course, through the lot of janmas, experiences, all these things. If you minus these two, then what will happen? Your physical body, almost physical body and soul, these are pure. These are the pure things, right? These are the two pure things. Try to understand. This is a Baba Mudra. Yesterday, so the master was explaining, right? This is the Baba Mudra, right? The Mahavatar Babaji Mudra. That means these two are the pure things, right? So your body and your soul, these two are the pure things. These are the culprits. Okay. When you minus these things, a man, that is physical body, is equal to the God, is equal to the soul, the pure soul consciousness. Right. So now, friends, see here. So what are the six qualities here? Six inner qualities which are damaging our soul evolution, which are really avoiding us not to get the self-realization. It's a very tricky game. Okay. So very tricky things, my dear friends. You need to understand very carefully. So if you don't understand these things, if you don't keep them under your control, under whose control? Not under you means not your mind. Try to understand. Under your soul, under your intellect control. So your intellect, your soul, whatever it says, these your mind has to listen. Whenever your mind listens, actually these qualities are mind qualities, right? So when these are the mind qualities, so if you listen to the mind, definitely you listen to one of them. One of them will be misguiding you or misleading you. Throughout the life, it will mislead, my friends. What happens, for example, I born in a rich family. I got somehow, so on the day of birth itself, I got crores of property on my name. What happens now? Throughout your life, you'll be protecting it, you'll be securing it, you'll be carrying it. How careful you are. So, are you having an option to explore your inner? In that case, you are always worried and insecure about your own property now. The property somehow by birth in that family, you got not 100 crores of property. For example, crores of properties you got. Now you are worried only about that. So that means your attachment. See the here quality, there is attachment. What is this? Attachment, moha. So this is one of the quality, friends. So when this attachment or a quality or a mohatva is within you, what will happen now? You never try to learn anything new. You never accept anything other things. You're attached to that, and somehow you want to protect it. And of course, you know that what will happen. Everybody knows one thing, one truth. Everybody will be dying on one or other day, but he thinks that he will never die. That is that's called the acharya. It means one kind of a illusion, friends. We are all going to that illusion. Everybody will die. We know everybody will die, but we always think that I will not die. So that is the illusion. That's a maya, right? So that's how we are leading our lives. Anyway, so what will happen is, so whenever what will happen is by birth, when you get these kind of things, then you are attached to those things. So that's how what happened. One of the other quality, all the six qualities when we are discussing, you will understand what quality, what are the characteristics, what are the characters of that particular person and how to come out of them. So all these six qualities, my dear friends, six inner qualities or whatever you say, ARISHADVARGAS, to come out of all these things, to keep under your control, your soul should overpower. Your soul should overpower the mind. That means your soul should super succeed your mind. Otherwise, it is not possible. It is highly impossible to control these six inner qualities. Okay. So now, how do we achieve that? By practicing of meditation, by spiritual practice. Okay. So spiritual wisdom we need to get, and our soul should be enabled. Our soul power should be enabled. What happened now? See, your soul is a Atma Jyoti. It's an infinite candle, infinite bulb, we can say. Assume that is an infinite bulb. How big it is? More higher than the sun energy. whatever sunlight you see, no? So the Atma Jyoti is much, much, much way beyond powerful than that. Try to understand this. Note this point. Okay. Such is the power. Where it is within us. So do you know that where it is? We never realized. We never had a chance to realize that. Now, through this meditation of 21 days classes and beyond that, if you do practice of meditation, then you realize one day that every power is within you. The entire cosmos, the entire universe is within you. You will come to the realization of that. So that is called the liberation, moksha, mukti, whatever you call, right? So that's where you become a Brahmagnani. You become a Brahmarshi, my dear friends. So all until you become that, until you become master, until you become a real master, until you become the grand master, what will happen is these qualities are going to play with your life. They destroy your life. Sometimes I'll tell you, some other people may lose the life because of these qualities. Somebody will have great anger. That anger is uncontrolled anger. So how does it comes, friends? So one thing is these qualities also, I'm telling you again, these qualities comes from the previous lives also. It's not only these qualities are developed here. As I told you, we are running through so many lives. In every life, we will be doing something or other works, something or other deeds, karmas, right? We keep doing it. Out of doing so many karmas, so many things, we keep developing one or other these 6 qualities we keep developing. That's why some of these qualities, so ಹುಟ್ಟುದ ಗುಣ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಹುಟ್ಟುದ ಗುಣ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹುಟ್ಟುದ ಗುಣ ಅಂದ್ರೆ పుట్టుకతో వచ్చిన గుణాలు పోవు అని చెప్తూ ఉంటాం. Okay, that's in Telugu, right? So what happens is all these the inborn qualities. These are inborn qualities, I can say. Inborn qualities of your mind. This comes from not only this life. This comes from the previous life also. For example, in my previous life, I was having so much anger. So much anger. That means it's uncontrolled anger. Then when you born here, so obviously what happened, you can observe some of the people from childhood itself, they have some special characters. Okay, some of the special characters. So likewise, of course, these qualities will come along with us. Along with this, what will come? Along with this, Jnana also will come. Wisdom also will come. Okay, try to understand. These inner qualities also comes from the previous life. The wisdom also comes from the previous life, or Jnana or wisdom, whatever you call. That also comes from the previous life. For example, some of the people, some of the child, they are from by birth, when just they grow up by 5, 6 years or 10 years, they become a great, musicians. They become great painters. How does it possible? Like, is it possible for other person, the other one more human being, can he become like that? He can't become. The reason is this person, this child has already practiced in the previous life. That's how they are inborn. They are within his DNA, within his chromosome, within DNA is already stored. That entire capabilities, the entire capacity, that entire wisdom is within his own DNA. Now it will be slowly flowering up. It's slowly coming up. So likewise, friends, along with the wisdom, along with the jnana, along with the wisdom, these qualities also come from the previous life. That is why in this life, we don't need to, we don't need to surprise that we have these characteristics. Yes, definitely, one of these characteristics will be predominant in one or other person. Every person will have out of these characters, 6 characters, one will be predominant character. One will be predominant lakshana or quality will be there with everybody. Okay, so that's how we need to identify it. When we identify that, okay, I have a lot of anger. So this anger, I will tell you, some of the people with more anger, so they go and hit somebody, and they try to murder him because of heavy anger. Heavy anger, they can't control their anger, they go and hit the other person. Some of the other person fell down or whatever, he may die also. Or other person may try to attack him because of his own anger. So somehow what happened with this angry, some people are losing their lives. So such is the bad quality of this anger. So likewise, friends, so we go through all the characteristics of each and every quality here, whatever we written here. So the desire, anger, so the 6 qualities. So kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, machariya. These are the 6 inner bad qualities or enemies, I can say. Okay, so these are enemies. But what happens is, if you keep them controlled, if you keep them under balanced state, if you keep them under the minimal state, with the power of your own soul, with the power of your own intellect, right? If you keep them under control, they will help you a lot, and they become, say, friends for you. Friends, they become a friend. Instead of enemies, they become a friend. So that's how it happens. What will happen, we'll try to see one by one. So now, some of the statements you can see from the Upanishad, the mind alone is the cause of the bondage and liberation, right? Even when attached to the sense objects and whatever outside objects, outside the materialistic, the pleasure, all these things, if you attach, your mind is attached to them, then this leads to the bondage. This leads to this leads to the bondage. Then you have to go out of the liberation. That means you are going away from the liberation. You are going away from the self-relation, my friends. So that's how the Upanishad says. Then what Adi Shankaracharya said? Adi Shankaracharya said that mentioned 6 passions of mind that creates the 6 patterns of personality. That means every person you observe. That's what I told. Every person have one of these characteristic, one of these guna will be predominant. Then what will happen? That person characteristics will be as per that guna. His own entire life will be leading. Unless he get the awareness, unless he really get the spirituality added to his life, yoga added to his life, then the transformation begins. Okay, until then, he'll be leading the life only in that characteristics. Okay, whatever he acquired in the previous life, so he'll be going with that. So his entire life will be spoiled, my dear friends. So that's why we need to understand this very carefully. Okay, now. So desire, anger, all these things, they are dacoits residing within your own body. They are not outside. Okay, try to understand. And what will happen is they loot they deprive you, they loot you from the self-realization, from the self-awareness, and they make you to forget yourself. They make you to forget your own soul. Then they make you to weep and wail, and they keep you always unhappy. They keep you always in the depressed condition, my dear friends. So such is the power of all this ARISHADVARGAS. So that is why we need to be very, very careful. We need to be very, very aware of these things, these qualities, and you have to lead your life with the highest amount of awareness by practicing of meditation, by practicing of spirituality. That is the only way. There is no other way at all. Okay. So let's see some of the characteristics. What is desire? What is the karma, right? Karma or desire. You see here, so many characters are written here. So it's basically is a characteristic, especially with a passion, pleasure, enjoyment, all these things. So, and especially once you get a desire, you get a determination. Once you get determination, then as per that, you will do some deed, right? So the deed also will attain, obviously. So that means first the desire will start in the mind. So when the desire started in the mind, then you try to make some determination, then I try to put some efforts, then you try to achieve it. But what happens is, if it is the limited quantity, the desire is in the limited quantity, so then it is very, very good for your physical life, for your spiritual life. So if the desire is in the limited condition. But if the desire exceeds, go beyond certain limit, then it becomes a lust. That means what happened? If I don't have that, I can't stay happy. If I don't have that, I can't do it. I can't lead my life. I can't be living my life happily. So that kind of dependency, that kind of the extreme desireness is not at all good, which is going to spoil your life. Which especially this will make you to forget your spiritual life. If you have more and more karma means the karma means generally karma they understood in a negative sense, like having sexuality and all. It's not only that, not only sex, it is sex and power and name, money and possessiveness, all these things comes, property. So desire for anything must not be in the extreme quantity. Otherwise it's okay. Having some limited desire is always fine. Otherwise, no. For example, as a human body, I need some food, right? So if I don't have any desire, what will happen is I can't do anything. I can't get food. Even so, I can't get small things which are required to my physical life. I can't earn. Okay, I need to have the desire, but it should be limited quantity. Then it will guide your life properly. Now, that's what this karma. You can understand. You can read it and you can understand more also. It is given anger, krodha. See, the krodha is aggressive personality. Aggressive personality means that this person will be acting so aggressive. So every time you'll be so aggressive, and there are some certain characteristics here you can observe here. They are very violent. They violently acting to injustice, and especially they speak up whatever comes to their mind. Okay, so they approach people with authority about the problems, right? That's all. That's good. That's good one. So they are angry people, but they approach the people or situations with the authority. That's good. But people with extreme aggressive personality may fight with others and be assertive sometimes may react very harshly. Okay, so these are the qualities of the anger person, krodha. Okay, krodha. But what happens? Right anger is good, my dear friends. How it is? For example, you are a parent. Your child is not studying and is not listening to you and is doing all the mistakes. What will happen? You have to show some anger. Okay, without you show anger, so what will happen is you cannot come into a discipline mode. So in order to bring him into discipline, you need to show some anger. It is not the anger which is not your real character. It's not your real character or real nature. You are trying to show the anger so that what will happen. He is it's getting afraid of, oh, my mother or my father, they observe me, and they may try to something like they beat me, or they try to use the harsh words. So that kind of the kind of a fear starts within him. So without fear, what happened? Then he never come to the discipline mode that is required. See, that to the limited quantity, everything is required, my dear friend. That's what I told. The desire also to the limited quantity. What I need, what is the amount of food I need, what is the amount of cloth I need, what is the amount of the housing I need, what is the amount of the vehicle I need. Whatever I need to have it. If I try to aim for higher and higher and higher, right, more and more and more, what will happen is it is going to devastate your life. It is going to destroy your life because you'll be behind that, and you'll be attached so much that like with the desire, you'll go into the lust. That becomes a lust for you. Then without which you can't stay, without which I can't live. So that kind of mindset will be formed. Then your life, actually, your life, the beauty of your life, the bliss and whatever the joy of your life will be lost. So then, what is the purpose of physical life? You tell me, right? So that is why. So that is that's a desire. Similarly, krodha or anger, limited anger is always good, right? The same way, the teacher and student in the class, what happened? The teacher has to show some anger. Whenever he doesn't study properly, whenever he misbehave with others, then he has to show anger. So the limited anger, if you show, then what will happen is the correctiveness, the correction will happen to the other person. So that is required. But what happens? No, sometimes a small, for example, your kid has done a small mistake. Small mistake. Up to, of course, you need to show anger, but you take a big, big stick and then keep beating him. So somehow something happens to him. Then what will happen with your anger? So there are people like that. So how do they do this? Definitely, this guna is there with the past life from him. On the past life, they're carrying it. At the same time, because of their own food, tamasic food they are eating. They are eating rajasic food. They are eating non-vegetarian food. So that's how they have this kind of characters. So only when you become a sattvic character, having a sattvic food, that means shakahara, the vegetarian food, and having the association with the good people, right? Good people, sajjana, seven, like you're listening to the good music. All this, if you are doing, what happened? You slowly develop the character, something called sattvic guna. It's called sattvic guna. Then Sutta Sattvic Guna. Sutta Sattvic Guna means what happened? It's of more of accepting nature. For everything you accept. That means you do meditation, you become a meditator, you become a master. Then what happens is you become an accepting personality. That means you accept every situation, whatever happens, negative, positive, great, success, defeat, and fame, defame, right? And blame, whatever whatever happens in the life, you will accept it easily. That is called Sutta Sattvika Guna. That comes only with meditation. Once you become a master, you get the Sutta Sattvika Guna. If you still further practice the meditation, what happens? You become a Nirguna. You become a Nirguna. That means no gunas. We come out of all these things. Now we are an enlightened master. We become a co-creator. We become a creator. When you leave this physical world, the person will become a creator and you go and join with the Satyaloka, my dear friends. So that's how this entire life, the life gamut is going on, my friends. So krodha, anger is required to the extent, right? Right. So here, greed and lobha. So this greediness, especially greediness, acquisitive personality or greedy personality is always bad, whatever it may be. So is even not even the limited format. So greediness, especially desire is there, right? The desire becomes more and more that tends to the character of greediness. That tends to the character of greediness, lobhatva. So here what happened, people will be never satisfied. They were never satisfied with what they have. Whatever may be food, property, the money and the relationships and the sexuality. So they are not at all happy. They wanted more, right? So he's also one of the tamasic character, rajasic character. These people are not belonging to any of sattvic or siddha sattvic guna, right? So that's why. But for everybody, it takes lives together, my dear friends. In order to come out of all this, I'll tell you these are the six characters, six qualities of your mind is leading to the every birth after birth. That means with these six characters, you do lot of karmas, lot of negative karmas. The negative karmas and kind of a the criminal oriented and bad karmas, so much bad karmas you are going to accomplish. We are going to do it or commit it because of these inner six qualities. Then what happens? Your own karmas leads to the next birth. Your own karmas. What happens, friends? Our current life is designed by the past karmas, and our future life is going to be designed for the current karmas. Try to focus on the karmas. What is the karmas kausalyam? How much excellence you are at your karmas. This you have to monitor. You have to carefully monitor. Every minute you have to you have to monitor. So that's what we say trikarana suddhi. That means whatever you speak, whatever you talk, whatever you think, they must be pure in nature. Always try to be pure in nature, at least as much as possible. Then what happens in the same life, you definitely taste the self-realization. You definitely go to the extent of self-realization or the extent of moksha, whatever you call, or mukti. Mukti means what? You are liberated from all dukkha. You liberated from dukkha. All the sad part of your life, you came out of dukkha. You became a dukkha rahitya. Then slowly you become a janma rahitya. That means you become a birthless. So all this is possible. What happens? So all this is deprived, looted from your own soul by these six inner qualities. That is why these six inner qualities are so important in your life, my dear friends. We need to be so careful. Okay, so greediness, lobha is definitely the very, very important focus we need to give. So we should not get into this kind of character. We should come out of this. Okay, so now you see attachment or moha, right? So moha means it is one's kind of a delusion or a illusion, my dear friends. Moha, attachment means you are attached to your property, you are attached to your children, attached to the name, fame, power. You are so attached, right? For example, one person become a chief minister, right? You go to the first day, you go to the his cabin, a chamber. He try to say that I'm a chief minister. I'm sitting in the chair. The chair, chair will be laughing inside. Chair will be laughing inside. Why? How it laughs? I've seen so many chief ministers like you. So many people came and gone. Okay, so you are not so great person. Don't feel like that. Okay, the chair will be feeling like that. This person is feeling, I am a chief minister, I am sitting on the chair, I am a boss for the entire state. Like that he is feeling. But chair is feeling, you came, you went, you go, and some other person will come, he'll also go. So many people like you came and went. How does it matter for you? You are not so great. So that is the kind of attachment. People are feeling so attached to something. They are attached to something, their own children. See, I'll tell you. See, children came to this earth planet through you, through the mother womb, right? In order to have their own experiences, their own learnings. They want to pay their own karmas. Okay? They want to learn from you, they want to teach you. At the same time, they have some bondage with you. In the previous lives, they have some kind of a runanubandha. So there is a kind of the runanubandha between you and that person, the children. Who are the children? Friends, I'll tell you, your own children might be your own husband, in the previous life, or your own the children, your own daughter, like this, they are part of your own family, earlier family in the previous life, but they come into this life again. Why they come? Because we have some bondage with them, we have some debt. That's called karmic debt. We'll be teaching you more on this subject in the law of karma. One of the session will come. In detail, we are going to teach you. So with this debt, what happens? They come here. They come here in order to worry about their own soul evolution, friends. Not to worry about you. You worry about yourself. Why do you think about him too much? Whatever you wanted as a responsibility, as a parent, give education, try to show him good path and give him all the great characters. Okay, serve him to the extent possible. But what happened nowadays? The children means for them everything. They forget about themselves. So they feel that, my child is this, my child is that. Ultimately, nowadays we are seeing after they grow 25, 30 years, they got a job, they got settled with the marriage, then they leave you here, they go to the America and they go and settle there. Now you'll be here and you'll be crying. So is that for that you have done so much for the entire life? You dedicated. Why didn't you learn spirituality? Why didn't you learn meditation? Why didn't you go with the yoga? Now you have to suffer because they are detached. So much attachment you are having on the family, on your children. So much attachment. Now that person is telling, Mom, I got a job in the USA and I got a job in Europe. So you are not allowing me to go. How bad you are. So you'll scold you. You have shown so much attachment, so much love and affection you have given him. Now he started scolding you back. Now what will happen finally? You get disheartened, kind of disappointed. Finally, you'll agree. You'll say that, okay, Baba, you go and take care of your life, settle yourself, be happy. Then what happens now? What is your life now? You'll be crying here, sitting and crying here. So much time you have spent, so much money you have spent. Everything is gone out of your hands. Now you lost your time, valuable time of practice of meditation, valuable time of practicing of your own self-education. So what is the real education, friends? Real education is whatever the education gives you, the fearlessness, okay, and deathlessness, and gives the more and more karuna. It teaches you more karuna, more prajna. So that's the real education, not the education which is giving money. Money, whatever the education giving money is not the real education. Is not the self-education at all, right? So that education we need to start from the childhood, not only for your children. So even there, even now, it's not too late. Okay, try to start educating yourself about this real education, about this eternal education, eternal wisdom we call it as. Okay, so that's how what happened. You will come out of the attachment. Okay, you have to treat your children as the medium. You are a medium through which they come here. They do their part and they depart. They depart again. Some of the children, what happens? They come for only limited, for the limited journey. They come here. They come here only for 15 years. They stay with you 15 hours, then they immediately depart. They don't not even tell you that, Mom, I am leaving this physical body, I'm going back. Will they tell you? Just 15 years they stay with you. Right? For the 15 years journey, they come from the other world, higher world, from Paramatma, from the causal world, especially causal world, from the causal world, Karan Loka, they come here and they stay with you. They come through your mother womb. So you are so happy. Somebody born to you, a baby has born, so nice, very beautiful, looking very high, looking very beautiful. Everything is there, right? You grow him so passionately, showing more attachment, having so much love and affection. Everything is gone, everything is there. But at 15th or 16th year, he passes away. Then what is your life now? So do you have awareness? Do you have if you have the wisdom, that means you have spiritual wisdom, then you will sustain. Otherwise, what happens? You get into the diseases. You get into the physical, mental, all the diseases, my dear friends. Then your entire life will be spoiled. So that is why we always alert you. We try to, at least through these 21 days classes, you need to understand what is the real education. What is my self-awareness? How do I improve my self-awareness? How do I come out of this attachment? Mohatva, Lobhatva, all these Krama, Krodha, how to come out of these things. Only yoga will help you. Yoga means union. Yoga means union of your mind with the soul. That is called yoga. Yoga means not a yogasanas, friends. Okay, so that is why yoga chitta vritti nirodha, yoga karmasu kaushalyam, yogi bhava arjuna. All these are very essential for our own life, my dear friends. So that is why, so don't get into the attachment too much. Okay, detachment is more important. Detachment in the attachment is more important than always in attachment mode with everything, with the vehicle, with your children, with your property, with your money, with your clothes, with your properties, anything, whatever, with your power, with your, whatever your skills. Don't attach to it. Okay, you're a doer. You're a doer. You came here, do your part, and then depart. What Shakespeare said: the whole world is a stage. We are all mere actors. We are all mere actors. We do our part, then we depart. Right? We do our part, and then we depart. So that's the beauty of life, my dear friends. Every time we come here, what is the urgency, and what is the loss what is the loss we are undergoing? Every time we comes and go, we come here happily, we enjoy 60 years, 70 years, 80 years, whatever it may be, and then we go back, and then we come back again. So when there is something which is continuously happening, when there is something which is continuously changing, so where is the grief? Where is the question of, lamenting, crying, for a kind of things which is impermanent, okay, which is not permanent, you are crying for that. You are going into dukkha for that particular thing. So that's not right. That's not the correct intelligence or intellect, my dear friends. Now, let's go to the friends. This you can read it. You can understand all these things, all the characteristics of a person who is having a attachment and ego. See here. Something like, is a more like a self-important I. That means I as an individual soul. I want to develop spiritually. I want to improve my spiritual wisdom. With which what happened? You came to this class thinking that you want to improve your spiritual wisdom, spiritual qualities, everything. You came to this session and you're learning now today, right? That means you have some small ego is there with you. That is the ego which will give you the scope for learning. That's always good. But that ego what you have, it affects other people, it damages other people, it hurt other people, should not be there. So that is the form of ego. You must come out of it. So immediately you have to come out of that kind of ego. So that kind of ego is going to damage you and it's going to hurt other people. Okay. So it means everything you say, like whatever you say, other people have to listen, whatever it may be, good or bad or great or this, whatever it may be, other people have to, they must listen to you. So that is not the character. That is not the character, my dear friends. You have to come out of this character. Okay. So try to go through this slide and then understand. So you go that is mother, jealousy. So this is the other, the one of the worst character. This is one of the worst character of your mind. Okay. So what happens, friends? Somebody is growing in front of you, they are becoming rich and they are learning and they are getting education, they are getting good jobs, all these things. Then you are burning inside. You are burning inside. That means you're not happy because the other person is growing. You are comparing with the other person always, with the money, power, status, with everything you try to compare with others. That's how what happened, friends. I'll tell you, jealousy is the character something, it's like you are holding a fire. Fire means, the fire you are holding in the hand. When you hold the fire, you want to throw the fire onto other person. But the moment you touch the fire, first your hand will be burnt before the other person get burnt. So that is the kind of a jealousy. Jealousy is to be compared with this kind of situation. Okay. So that's why be careful. When you are jealous about others, first it will impact yourself first. It will impact you. Your health will be impacted. I'll tell you all these 6 inner qualities, whatever we have discussed so far, friends. So what will happen is these six qualities are going to define your personality. Is going to fix you to certain personality. So that's called swabhavita. Our swabhava will be decided by our personality will be decided basing on these characteristics. Okay, one or other characteristic is predominant, then you belong to that kind of swabhava. You belong to that kind of personality. Okay, so that's why these 6 characters, these 6 qualities itself is causing so many diseases in us. It means because these characters are so hectic, those are so rampant, so extreme condition within us. We also generate a lot of negative chemicals, the poisonous chemicals within our body. When you are jealous, what happens, friends? So you are going to generate the highest amount of poisonous chemicals in your body. Then you get some disease. One other disease will be started within you. That is why these 6 and inner qualities, not only for spiritual life, they are going to damage. They are also going to damage your physical life. That means your health also will be spoiled. These qualities are going to spoil your physical health as well as your mental health as well as the spiritual health. That means you never grow spiritually, my dear friends. They will take you away from the spirituality. Okay, they are putting you into the wrong direction always. If these these ARISHADVARGAS are in the extreme format, so that's why keep them in the limited mode. Keep them under your control. Whatever you say, they should listen. Your mind should listen. Not that mind says you listen. Then it gets into the wrong track, or you get into the negative path, my dear friends. Okay. So with this, friends, we are closing the spiritual topic. Let's do meditation, then we'll come back. Okay. So please sit for the meditation. So all of us, we know meditation, how to practice meditation. Please sit to the meditation. So close your eyes. close the, switch off the lights, close your eyes, cross your fingers into fingers, cross the legs like this. If you sit on the chair, sit on the, on the bed, otherwise on the floor, whatever is comfortable. Sthira Sukha Asana. Sthira Sukha Asana. Please go into that. Remove spectacles. If you have spectacles, please remove it. Switch off your light around you. Now, close your eyes. You have closed your eyes. You are relaxed. You are completely relaxed. Okay. Now, start observing your natural, simple, tender breath. Just keep observing. Natural breath. Start observing your own natural incoming breath, outgoing breath. This is called Sukhamaya Pranayamam. The first is Sukha Sthirasana, then Sukhamaya Pranayamam. Idu Yesare Dhyana. This is called meditation. Be with it. Focus all your energy, all your attention on your breath, natural breath. Keep your focus at your nose tip, exactly at the nose tip. Keep your focus. So now you are sitting in a great meditation state, and you are going inside of you with the help of breath. So there is a great minds within your own self. Within your own inner self, there is a great mind of wisdom, the great mind of energy, great mind of intelligence, which exists within you. You have to make an inner journey, then only you can reach the place. For that, you are observing the breath. Your observation of the breath will help you to go inside, to access the inner potential. Be with your breath, my dear friends. Be with your natural breath. Do not go away from your natural breath observation. All the time, be with your breath. Whenever you got any thought, whenever you get any thought, come back to the breath observation. Drop the thought. Do not go with the thought. Do not analyze the thought. Just come back to your breath. Your breath is your guru. Your breath is your master. Your breath is your companion, the best companion throughout your life. Breath is there with you right from the day of the birth till the date of the death. It is there with you throughout the life journey. So beautiful, so beautiful. It's the best friend. Yes. So one and only the friend is always with you, all the time with you. It is serving you. It is providing a prana shakti to you, pranic energy to you. Be with the breath. Be only with the breath, my dear friends. Last 2 minutes, final 2 minutes of meditation. Be with your natural breath. Last 2 minutes, my dear friends. Do not open the eyes. Be with your natural breath. Last 1 minute, final 1 minute of meditation, my dear friends. Be with your natural breath. Do not open the eyes until I say okay. Last 30 seconds, final 30 seconds. Be with your natural breath. Enjoy the deep meditation. Be with your natural breath. Final 10 seconds. Last 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Place both your arms on your both eyes for 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Slowly looking at your palms, slowly open your eyes, slowly take your hands away. So please be aware of your body and please come back. Come to the awareness of your body and your surroundings, and then come back to your natural state, awakeful state. Right. So, my dear friends, today we will be discussing about alternative therapies as a part of holistic lifestyle. So, what are the alternative therapies we have? Whenever we get any illness in a physical body, of course, for the mental body, you don't need to approach anybody. Just take the meditation as a medicine for your all the mental illness as well. If you get any kind of issues with your intellectual capabilities, if you feel any intellectual immaturity, right? And you feel like less energy within your system, always go with meditation. That helps you a lot. And if at all you get any disability, if you get any kind of illness in the physical body, just take the approach of all this, So any of these methods are wonderful methods. Okay. So other than the allopathy, okay, other than the English. There is always adverse effects. That's called followed by one more ill. Okay, every pill followed by a ill. Okay, so that is the problem with the especially the allopathy medicine. So that is why be careful about it. So let's not go to that and spending huge money and having a lot of pain and getting entire family disturbed. Okay, because of all this, like they say they are very scientific, but I say they are unscientific. Okay, so what happens is, friends, first of all, they consider our physical body as a machine. Okay, it cannot be possible. We are not linear machine. We are the non-linear machine. Okay, we are non-linear algorithm within us. How can you consider as like a linear mathematics? So they consider as a linear mathematics. They look at, like, hand is separate, legs are separate, my pancreas separate, my liver is separate, my heart is separate, my brain is separate. For every one organ, one specialist. What is this? I don't understand. So who said, who is giving this kind of ideas? For every one organ, one particular specialist required. You are a non-linear structure. You can't divide. For example, let me give you an example. So you have a geyser within your house, electrical geyser. So what will happen? You switch on the light. You switch on the geyser. Then you will expect the hot water to come out of the geyser. You can't, like, you switch on it and then go and open the geyser and seeing it where it how the water is flowing, how the water is getting heated. So do you want to see like that? Okay, you never want to see like that, right? You just switch on, then get the hot water. That's all. So like that, what happens is here, so these modern systems are looking at you, each and every organ separately. There is no coordination between one doctor to other doctor. He says one thing, he says other thing. Okay, and he go and give some medicine to that particular part, then it go and damage some other part. Then he says, oh, so this has gone, because of some side effects, it has come like this. Do one thing, you take this medicine. So likewise, how much chemicals you pour into your body, right? What happens to your liver and kidneys? You are trying to understand. Okay, so that's why. So it's not a good method to consider you as a measure, a linear measure. Basically, we are a non-linear system. Our physical body is a non-linear system. So understanding that, we need to only give a non-linear approach in order to cure, in order to relieve any kind of ailment from your physical body. Right. So part of those, my dear friends, homeopathy, electrohomeopathy, homeopathy is energetic medicine. It's a energy medicine where it is going to increase your vital force within your pranamaya kosha, your pranamaya kosha energy body. So that's called vital body also. So in that, whatever the prana shakti is there, that vital force is there, it tries to improve. That means it will try to improve your immunity, and then any disease comes to physical body, it will be attacked. Okay, so that's how it works. Okay, so that is why it's very, very good. It's very good to use homeopathy. Of course, this has come from the Western, but still, so it has been developed keeping the mind in the view. At least they considered the prana shakti, they considered the pranamaya kosha at least. And especially allopathy, they never consider, not even going beyond physical body. They don't know anything beyond physical body at all. They never believe that there is a pranamaya kosha. They never believe that, they never care about your manomaya kosha. That means your feeling, experiences, sadness, depression, so many things will be happening in your manomaya kosha. So that induces the diseases within your physical body. That relationship between these two, they are never understood till date. Okay, so that's why it's very difficult, friends, to achieve the health, holistic health. Anyway, Ayurveda, Panchakarma, which we discussed, yoga, pranayama, naturopathy, acupuncture, acupressure, marma therapy, beautiful, all are beautiful, right? So naturopathy with the help of the plant-based food, right? So the diet is completely the plant-based food. So they give you, they supply a lot of prana energy, pranic shakti to you. Then it will heal the disease automatically. And yoga, pranayama, anyway, knows, right? And Ayurveda, Panchakarma, acupuncture, acupressure. How does this work? So in our physical body, we have 272,000 nadis in our energy body. So all these nadis are coming out of the Sushumna nadi, the center, that is on the back, in the back, complete back. So that vertical, one particular nadi which is going through the center, in the center, that is Sushumna nadi. There's a principal nadi. Okay. So left one more nadi is there. Left is Ida, other one is Pingala, Ida Nadi, Pingala Nadi, center is Sushumna Nadi. All these nadis, 272,000 nadis are connected they are dividing from the Sushumna Nadi and goes to a particular organs. They are connected to each and every organ. Set of nadis are connected. Set of nadis are connected to one particular organ, like that. So what are they meant for is they meant for supplying the prana energy to each and every organ, to each and every cell. So try to remember this. So basing on this, what happened? Some of the nadis are concentrated, some of the nadis are terminated. They're all centered at one particular point. That kind of centers are there many in our body. Okay, they are called meridians. Okay, so when you find so many meridians in your physical body, they are the center. They are the center point where all the so many different nadis comes and they terminate there. Okay, they terminate there. So that those centers are meridians. On the meridians, if you apply needle or if you apply the pressure, if you apply the pressure, it's called acupressure. If you apply the needle, by applying the needle, you are going to activate the pranic shakti, the flow of energy. Right? You try to improvise the flow of energy. So that's how this acupuncture works, my dear friends. Then when the flow of energy starts happening in particular nerve, the blockage will be removed. When the blockage is removed, the disease gets cured. So that's how it works. Okay. Now, Marma therapy is also very, very essential, my dear friends. Marma therapy, this works wonderfully. It's a part of Ayurveda. Mostly this is practiced in Kerala, but as a part of all these therapies, right? So acupuncture, acupressure, Marma therapy, Ayurveda, Panchakarma. So these everything we practice in Soul Kshetra. We have a Soul Kshetra, so it's a wellness clinic. The Mahavatar Foundation is another initiative is that. So we have initiated Soul Kshetra in 2016. We have been working on it, and we provide all the holistic wellness through that the particular center called the Soul Kshetra Holistic Wellness Clinic located Bangalore. Anyway, so some of these friends, you see here, Marma therapy, it works wonders for any kind of a back pain, lower back, upper back, sciatica, ligamentation, arthritis, for everything, it works wonderfully. You don't need any operation. Most of the operations we avoided by giving Marma therapy to many patients. Okay, now, anyhow, this one, see here. So holistic food, nutrition, holistic, this we have been teaching this from the day one. Okay, from the day one we are learning these friends. So follow that. Detoxification lifestyle we have just started yesterday. And Siddha medicine, Unani medicine, energy healing, meditation is of course very much by now. Seed therapy, sound therapy, color therapy, pyramid therapy. Pyramid energy also you can use wherever required, whatever way convenient to you, please use that. So these are alternative therapies. You can use them, get well faster and holistic way, without damaging or without hurting any other organ in the physical body. Okay, any other organ in the physical body, you should not hurt. Okay, so smooth healing, so smooth, holistic way of healing should happen. So that's the aim of this all these therapies. Now, friends, we look at it a mudra therapy for a thyroid. So thyroid is the one of the major problem which everybody is suffering. Many people are suffering. Why thyroid will come? See here. So you are working, you are without exercise. There is no physical work. There is no exercise to physical body. You are eating more fried foods, more sour maida foods, dalda foods, sleeping more in the daytime. All these are the reasons for thyroid. So thyroid, the production of the thyroid granthi, so it is getting impacted. Imbalance happens. Then, so it start giving a lot of negative, negative health for you. So that's where, so correcting that particular thyroid problem with the mudra, right? Shankha mudra. Shankha mudra for 50 minutes you have to try. You have to practice 50 minutes. Then after followed by prana mudra for 15 minutes. Okay. So now Shankha mudra. So take the right palm, right? Keep this thumb touching the base of the other thumb. Okay, like this. So like this, you have to place. Then close all the 4 fingers like this. Then bring this, the ring, this index finger, tip of the other thumb. Then other 3 fingers will be just like this. It can be like this. This is called Shankha mudra. It's like a shankam, okay? Shankha mudra. So do this and then keep on the thighs. And then take 4 or 5 breaths, 4 or 5 breaths, deep breaths. Take it and then start practicing this for 15 minutes. At one shot, if you can practice 15 minutes. So this is going to give you definitely the great correction in the thyroid imbalance. Okay. Now, What are the home remedies, friends? First of all, natural lifestyle. What natural lifestyle you have to follow? Daily head baths should be done. Do not eat before taking bath. Boil the water and strain it. Collect it in the copper vessel and consume it. Do not eat dinner or have a moderate food in the dinner. Okay. And if there is any neck abscess, mix humus in the water while going to bed at night and apply some kind of a. I think this particular I'll clarify. So if you have neck pain or something, then you can apply this. Okay, and salt and pepper should be used for more in the meals. This is very 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 important. Okay. So salt means like Saindava Lavana. So you can use that is a sea salt. Okay, and pepper should be added instead of red chilies and green chilies. Okay, now see here. Yes, natural lifestyle, salt, pepper. I think it is repeated. Okay, I'll open for you the other one more slide for you. Okay, so mostly this is repeated here. Right. These are the home remedies, friends. Okay. 1 second. Now look at it. Okay. So we learned what are the natural lifestyle, and we also now look at it as a home remedies. Consume 1 cup tulsi kashaya on the empty stomach in the morning. Okay, this you can understand. Take 1 cup of water, three spoons of go arc before midday meal. So this go arc, I told you this is prepared from the go mutra, desi cow mutra. It will be prepared. This is a distilled kind of thing. You can take 3 spoons and 1 cup of water and take it. Drink 1 cup of water, half spoon of a turmeric, 1 spoon of honey. Mix everything at night at 8 p.m. This is one thing you need to do. So this treatment should be continued until the disease is cured. So this is all about, my dear friends. Now, so this is the end of our session today. And please subscribe Mahavatar TV and share with others. Share and subscribe. And Mahavatar Foundation express sincere thanks to all your participation. So thank you, friends. We have closed the session now, and we are open for the question and answers. Right. So who are asking any questions, please raise the question, and we'll answer you. Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, this regarding fasting, sir. Whenever we take a medicine for fasting, what can we do, sir? Because we have to eat something and then take the medicines.
Yeah. So which medicine you are taking?
We are taking some ayurvedic medicines for neck and knee pain. And
Ayurveda medicine, right? Okay. So what you do is, see, for you, what will happen? One particular day, avoid the medicine, go for the fasting. That's all.
Oh, I see, sir. Yes.
Doesn't matter. Nothing will happen. Okay. Nothing will happen. In fact, it is going to help much. Even your whatever that medicine also will be digested, and it will be assimilated into your body properly.
Yes.
If you follow at least 1 day, 15 days once, or at least monthly once, at least one full day must be on air fasting or water fasting. Otherwise, one of the best technique is intermittent fasting. So intermittent fasting, today I met one friend. Okay. He lost within, I think, 4, 5, 6 months, I think so. 4 or 5 months. He lost about 46 kgs. I asked him, I mean, he was so weight, a lot of weight was there. So I asked him, how did he become so lean? He was telling me, of course, I taught in the class. So this is intermittent fasting. It's very, very simple, and it's very useful. In my previous session, batch 3, I taught about intermittent fasting. A separate chapter is there. Okay. Separate session is there. You can go through that. So it's very, very useful. In fact, in the previous class also, I mentioned in the lighter manner. So only one thing is, yesterday before day, should finish your dinner at 5 or 6 o'clock. Max 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, you have to finish your dinner. From then, before you go to bed at 10 o'clock, for example, have a small, lukewarm water, 1 glass of water. Have it and then sleep. Then next morning up to 8 o'clock, if possible up to 10 o'clock, you should not drink any water also. Not even water, air fasting. It's called air fasting. Okay. So if you do that, so then by 10:30 or like that, you can have green juice and break your fasting. So if you do this way, so you don't need any kind of a weight control, lot of methods, and using lot of money, and you losing your health also, precious health also. Many people are doing it. So that is called intermittent fasting. It's very, very helpful, friends.
Thanks, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
Thanks.
Right.
Yes.
Yes. Anitaji. Yes, Anitaji. Follow. You are able to speak? Yes. 16
Sir, in
hours.
intermittent fasting, 16 hours of gap is there?
Yeah, you can do. You can do. If you are able to, I mean, I have no problem. Only thing is whether you are able to do or not, that you decide. Okay. Okay. For example, night 7 o'clock to next day 7 o'clock, 12 hours, isn't it?
Yeah.
After that, if you are adding 2 more hours, 9 o'clock, 14 hours. Another 2 hours, 11 o'clock, that is 16 hours. Okay. So, but it's not a problem. Definitely, it's not a problem. But see, over is having ill health, obesity. These people can do this for some day, at least 40, 50 days, and then come back to normal food. No problem. Okay. I'm not telling that every day you should do this. At least whenever you have illness in the physical body, and you are having a too much weight with your physical body, do this kind of thing and come out of it. It's a best cleansing procedures. Okay.
ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಸರ್.
Yes.
ಈ ರೇಖಿ ಅಂತಿದಿಲ್ರಿ ಸರ್, ಅಲ್ಟರ್ನೇಟ್ ಥೆರಪಿ ಅಂತ, ಅದನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದಾ ನಾವು?
ಹೇಳಿವಾ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹೆಸರು?
ನಾನು ಸುಧಾಯಂ.
ಸುಧಾ. ಓಕೆ, ಫೈನ್ ಫೈನ್. ಏನ್ ಥೆರಪಿಮಾ ಹೇಳಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಒಂದ್ಸಾರಿ ಹೇಳಿ.
REIKI ರೇಖಿ ಅಂತ.
ರೇಖಿ. ರೇಖಿ is a pranic healing. You can use it, no problem. Reiki is the pranic healing. So they also work with the transmission of energy, like from one person to other person. They work with the energy point of view. They work. It's not a problem. It's good. You can use it. Definitely can use it. Not a problem.
But what about this mantra therapy, sir?
Mantra therapy. See, that's what I'm telling. You have some heavy health. Whatever the method, use it without using chemical medicine. That's the first thing. Anything use which is good for you, suitable for you, please go with that. No problem. But if you want to go towards the self-realization, enlightenment, you want to achieve, okay, the best way for the spirituality is meditation.
This can be done with chakra healing also, sir.
Yeah.
Chakra healing.
Chakra, yeah. Anything. Chakra healing, pranic healing, Reiki healing. So all these are just alternative ways of healing. That's all. Okay. If something is working for you, please continue. Okay. But for the spirituality, you must practice meditation. Only Anapanasati is the best meditation. Simple meditation.
Simple meditation. Okay.
Without any mantra and all these things. Okay.
Without enchanting anything, we can directly.
Yes. Go with your breath. Yeah, that's all. So breath will take you to the everywhere. All throughout your inner journey will happen. So the inner journey is the first time you are doing an inside journey. You never did an inside journey. You always outward journey you are doing. Now you will do the inner journey with the breath. That's all.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Bye. Meena, you want to speak, Meena? Yes, Mamita madam.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yeah, Anitaji, you want to tell something?
Sir, what is hummus?
Humus is, I think, I will explain that because it was the point we got missed actually. while preparing this particular thing. So humus is something I think which maybe some kind of a ointment kind of thing. Okay, I will explain it.
Okay.
I'll put in the WhatsApp. You can follow that. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Right. So Neeta ji, Neeta. So next 2 minutes we'll close the session. So any questions you have, you can ask. So how is the subject ARISHADVARGAS? Did you understand, friends? Did you understand clearly?
Yes, sir. And sir, namaste, sir. The today's session was very nice, sir.
Okay.
Yes, we understood it very nicely. You told in a very simple language, so it was not so complicated. It was very nice.
Okay. Okay. Good. Good. Yes. Right. So basically, we should understand and then implement in our life. So these are the 6 qualities. This will take you to the either self-realization or to the destructive side. Okay, both it will do. Only thing is the way you balance them in our life. That's more important. How do you balance them? How do you keep under control? You have to be a master of these qualities. That means you should be a master. You should teach how to behave. Then your life will be super. Otherwise, your life will be destroyed. Okay. Okay, friends. So
Sir, during meditation,
yeah.
when we focus on our breath, in our body parts, some or the other itching develop, and focus shifted to that itching. So should we do itching or not?
No, what you do is, if at all, so it's giving disturbance to you, just adjust, but do not open the eyes. That much you do. You can adjust yourself. The physical posture, you can do little change, and then you come back again. Not a problem, but it happens only sometimes. Then it will go. That also will go. What happens? The energy is passing, right? Energy is passing through your all nadis. Then some kind of a different sensations will come in the physical body also. Because this is the first time you are filling all the nadis. Maybe you are filling these nadis, especially when you are a child. When you were a child, all your nadis will be completely, they were keep filling it every day in, day out. Because since you had an empty mind that time, your mind was empty. Now your mind is occupied with a lot of thoughts, so it has become an obstacle for the cosmic energy to enter into every nadi. So this is the first time you are doing so, some kind of a sensation, some kind of a different things will start happening in a physical body.
Yes, our focus also shifted to that itching.
Yeah, let it be shifted, and then you adjust it, and then you. But only thing is, one recommendation is not to open the eyes.
No,
Yeah.
I can't open the eyes, but I itch.
Yeah, with closed eyes, adjust yourself, and then come back. Okay, and then continue again.
Yes, sir.
That's how we need to do. Okay.
Sir, I just have a question. One of my friend who is with the Brahma Kumaris, she told me that we should keep our eyes open. So while meditating. So when I asked her what is the reason, she couldn't tell me properly. So what do you think maybe the reason, with due respect to every kind of spiritual, path followers, we cannot even say that, oh, whatever they are saying, it is wrong. Why do they propagate this? And like others always say close your eyes, they are the only ones who say keep your eyes open.
See, one thing is keeping open eyes is going to distract you. Basically, what happens is your eyes are the doorways for your brain. Okay, so
Yes,
through
sir.
the eyes, you'll be perceiving the external world. Your brain try to pursue lot of sensations, lot of outside scenarios, outside situations. Everything will be pursued through the eyes. It will be feeding into your own brain. So then brain starts working, and then lot of things will happen. Okay, lot of things will be happening.
Yes, sir.
So that's where you'll be disturbed. So then you start getting lot of thoughts. One thought after the one thought after the, like thoughts will be continuous now. So then how
Yes.
do you stop the thoughts? That is why the input to your brain through the eyes, I want to stop first. You would like to stop it first. Okay. And then what will happen is your mind also you have to stop. That means your thoughts. So thoughts are also, as we told, so through the thoughts, you will be wavering. You'll be going from one moment to other moment, one situation to other situation. If you keep jumping like a monkey, then what happens? You have no stability. There also what happens is lot of thoughts you are generating continuously, your mind is generating, then you lose lot of energy. That is mental energy. This is physical energy. What is the physical energy? Through when you keep your eyes open, then you are perceiving all the external world. Then what will happen? You perceive it, but you'll be responding also similarly. So in you lose some kind of a physical energy through the eyes, because eyes are the doorways. If you close it, what happens? If you sit down, that physical energy also you conserve in your body. That is what we teach. Okay. So they may teach in a different way, but ultimately what happens, I'll tell you. See, everyone will teach differently. Ultimately, one thing you need to, one thing is very important is, see, you want to go to the majestic. You can go by bicycle, you can go by two-wheeler, you can go by car, you can go by any method. But actually here, what we are trying to do is we are trying to go with a comfortable car, comfortable car where speed is there, luxury is there, everything is there. So that is the breath meditation. So others may be doing other meditation, maybe it is slow, it is not comfortable, it is disturbing. So a lot of things may happen. Okay.
So thank you, sir. This example of going to mystic in different means.
Yeah.
This is very nice. Easy example which you gave. Yes, what
Yes.
it is right. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Right. So thanks, masters. Thank you everybody for participating in this session. Thanks for giving opportunity for Mahavatar Foundation, and thanks to my Guruji, Brahmarshi Patriji. Thank you one and all. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you, Guruji. Namaste.
Thank you, sir.